Hello everybody, it's Tuesday morning, week 5 of lockdown. So some of you will get parcels this week, some of my students, with the ingredients to make cheese and onion triangles, and they are out of our BTEC recipe booklet. If you don't get one of those parcels, this is a really easy recipe to make with stuff out of your fridge and store cupboard. We're going to make a pastry with self-raising flour, 100 grams of self-raising flour and 50 grams of butter. And it's the same technique as last time. You're just rubbing in really quickly. And it's a short crust pastry, so it should be sort of yummy and crumbly. And while I'm doing that, I want to say well done to students who are cooking at home. I'm so impressed with you. Somebody who likes to cook in her dressing gown, there we are, this is a clue, sent pictures of the prep she'd done for her chicken fajitas last night, and I think they would be delicious. So keep cooking. It's good for your heart, good for your soul, and good for the people that are eating your food. So this is nearly done. It's got to be like breadcrumbs. So can we show this, Dan? And remember, do a little shake. So these are going to end up like, I haven't ever made them before, but I think they'll be like little savoury parcels. And the reason that it's a good BTEC recipe is that you're using lots of skills. You're doing your rubbing in and chopping and peeling and all that sort of stuff that all of you are capable of doing, and can almost do blindfolded, I think. Right, Dan, come and have a look. So look, breadcrumbs, and then you're going to add a little bit of water, but go easy on the water because it's easy to put too much in. Okay, so look, I'm just doing mine with a fork and bringing it together. I'm going to have a little feel. So I know that it still feels a little bit too dry and it's not going to squeeze together. You want it so it's like Play-Doh. So squeeze it. Is it going to come together? Yeah, I reckon it will. Okay, so dust your surfaces. I wiped all this down before I started, and I washed my hands, and I've got my apron on. For those of you that are in my lessons, you'll know I always go on about all of that. Right, you're bringing it together. And look, it comes together really, really easy. If you do put too much water in, add a little bit more flour, but just go easy with the water in the first place. Sort of add it a tablespoon at a time. Right, at this stage, if you weren't making a video, you could wrap it up in cling film and put it in the fridge. You want everything to be cold when you're making pastry. Right, okay, I'm going for it. So keep your rolling pin floured, keep underneath the pastry floured and on top of the pastry floured. And normally with pastry, you kind of want it, I guess, just thinner than a pound coin in thickness. I don't like my pastry very thick. I like it to be nice and crunchy, and because I want to taste the filling more than the pastry. I think it's meant to be square, but we'll just go with it like this. And we can always pull it all together again. So you're going to want to make some squares. I wonder how big they're meant to be. All right, I'm making it up. There we go. Make another one. I'm going to use that as my little template so we end up with them all being roughly the same. Okay. Bam. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, 1, 2, 3. Bring the pastry together again. Flour underneath. I'm not going to try and edit this video, so you're just going to have to bear with me. And I can't do any fancy stuff. Can I, Dan? So I think we'll get one more out of this. Careful, you're not going to stick. Look, I keep bringing the flour underneath the pastry so it doesn't all stick and go horribly wrong. Right, last square. And these are going to make little triangle pasties, if you like. There, okay. So 4 little sort of rectangles. You can spend longer doing this, don't rush it. Now, in your bags that you're going to get, there'll be a little onion, I think, and some cheese. Mrs. Painter's made up those with Mrs. Else, and they say hi. And you mix up your cheese and onion together, okay? So I'd diced it tight in nice and small, and I'd grated my cheese. But I'm going to add, just because I've got it, a bit of mushroom. I know 99% of you hate mushrooms, but we quite like them in my house. And I've got a little bit of bacon. Well, you don't like them, do you, Dan? A little bit of bacon. And there we go, all mixed up together. Have a show that, Dan. Can you? Yeah. Now, if you had some fresh herbs, you could put those in, or some dried herbs. I'm just going to go for it today. Mine's really unfancy. Everyone's hungry and they want to eat. Right, so you're going to put a little bit of filling. Again, I haven't made these before. I've made too much filling. I have to think, oh, I know, that could go in a quiche. Or, oh no, that wouldn't work in an omelette, because I'd need to cook things first. Okay, I'll think about the filling. I'll make some more pastry. Right, I don't think that looks enough. Don't forget it's going to melt. And then you're going to get some egg. So I've beaten up some egg in a bowl, and I go around